You've got to take your chances, and they've done really well. Can I just say though, Peter has had a few shots just recently, and we've given him a little bit of stick, and we really thought he was going to score today.
Are you talking about activities in the clubhouse or out on the pitch?
No, we're definitely talking about out on the pitch, because Peter just sort of took everyone on today, went past the keeper, and great defending, but we wish he should have scored because he deserves to score because he's doing a great job.
He kind of wants to beat everyone and then put it in from a yard, doesn't he?
Yeah, but that's how the great goals are scored. You've got to make it look good.
Steve, thanks for joining us as always, mate.
Here's Bradford. Adeniyi. Bradford again. Korboa. Carshalton midfield. Interchangeable. They're all happy popping up on the left or the right. Here's Sogbanmu. Adeniyi tries to find Jordan Cheadle if he can get across this offside. Good movement by Carshalton though. That's what their fans want to see. Koroma manages to get something on the ball, but Sogbanmu wins it back for Carshalton. Here's Korboa. Spins his man nicely, Hastings, and now he's got Koroma out wide. Finds him now. Adeniyi's going to make a break beyond him. He's taken two men with him. Koroma gets it onto his right foot, takes a deflection, and it's in! Koroma's in red hot form at the moment, and he puts Carshalton Athletic into the lead. 16 minutes gone. It was a great break by Carshalton. Sogbanmu found Korboa in the centre circle. He took it out wide. Koroma. Adeniyi made the burst forward, took a couple of men away with him, and he cut inside with his right foot. Took a wicked deflection, in fairness to Josh Bexon in the Harlow goal, but it still bolts the back of the net to make it Carshalton Athletic 1, Harlow Town 0. Hitchcock's gone down. This is interesting. Harlow Town with a free kick, a yard or so outside the Carshalton Athletic box. A chance to instantly hit back, maybe. Tom Hitchcock is standing over this, the number 10. He is the son of former Chelsea goalkeeper Kevin Hitchcock, who some viewers might remember. I certainly do, being a staunch Chelsea fan. Kevin was a goalkeeper with the club over 2 decades, from 88 through to 2001. A real great servant of the club, and this is his son Tom, who's had some professional experience. Up he steps, curls it on target, straight down Ohman's throat. It was rather too easy in the end, didn't really put a lot of power on it, went for guidance instead, but Ohman read the situation. Good save. Carshalton still 1 up. Up to 4, he gets his knee on it, but he can't get it under control. Cheadle hooks it forward. Or Dudley even, but Sogbanmu's broken through here. He's got Korboa square, pulls it back for Price. What's he doing up there? He's missed everyone, including the referee. Onovwigun! Just wide. Oh, he tried to do too much there. He's giving the ball away now. Harlow Town can come forward with Hitchcock, and Foy just clipped his back heel. Koroma trying to make something of this. Out muscles Kissi. Here's Bradford. Koroma again. Can he get across him maybe? Takes his man on. Takes a deflection. That'll be a corner kick. Jordan Cheadle will take this. In it goes. Oh, just over the head of Dudley. Bradford can try and keep this live on the far side. He knocks it straight back into the mixer. Dudley was up. Bexon, safe pair of hands. Now Harlow can look to break, but Pappoe's read that one well and he's bringing it forward. Pass 1, pass 2. Just couldn't quite get the 1-2 with Bradford going, and now he's out of position. Adeniyi's done well to fill in. Here's Koroma looking to get a Price, showing him a clean pair of heels. Koroma, Price has done well to get back at him. Kissi's going to deliver this first time. Good block by Korboa. Price will just have to. He's done well. Kissi just to win the ball back. Delivers it in near post. And there was Adeniyi filling in. Now Harlow can look to break, but Pappoe's read that one well and he's bringing it forward. Pass 1, pass 2. Just couldn't quite get the 1-2 with Bradford going, and now he's out of position. Adeniyi's done well to fill in. Here's Koroma looking to get a Price, showing him a clean pair of heels. Koroma, Price has done well to get back at him. Kissi's going to deliver this first time. Good block by Korboa. Price will just have to. He's done well. Kissi just to win the ball back, delivers it in near post. And there was Adeniyi filling in. And it goes now towards the penalty spot. Good header. Ohman's there. Another good save by the Carshalton goalkeeper. Bradford and Korboa looking to sort something out between themselves. Faced up by Adaje. Here is Bradford on his right foot. Onovwigun. Referee moves out of the way. Has a dig. Oh, it's off the post! Great effort. Bradford's following up. Side net in. Very, very unlucky for Michael Onovwigun. Rather cultured. Just let the ball come across him. Whipped it in. Almost like Hitchcock did for the free kick a few minutes ago. Just tried to guide it inside that far corner. He's very unlucky, and Bradford on the follow-up could only find the side net in. There's Adeniyi. Sogbanmu. Adeniyi. Koroma takes a little chip forward, but Adeniyi goes short again. Sogbanmu and Onovwigun just working the ball. Here's Adeniyi now. He's got Koroma on the far side. Here he is now. Can he dink a little cross in? He can. Back stick. Almost an own goal by Rodgers there. Thankful to Joseph, but the ball's still live for the Robins. Koroma's picked out Bradford. He's been there, so maybe have a pop. Gives it out wide to Korboa. Uses Price's run as a dummy. Gets the ball in. Corner kick. It was a decent cross by Korboa, just up towards the back stick, and it came off the head of Rodgers, back towards his own goal. Harold Joseph was there to clear his lines, but Carshalton have yet another corner. You just feel if they can get another one before half time, that would be 1 foot in the third qualifying round. But 1-0 Harlow have always got a chance. And it goes now. Free header and it's there! Dudley! Fantastic first goal of the season. He wasn't picked up and he guided that header inside the far post. He got one last season, he's got one now for this season. And that makes it Carshalton Athletic 2, Harlow Town 0. Long throw looking for Hitchcock, good header by Koroma, but the ball's broken for the visitors. There's going to be 1 minute additional time, and now here's Adaje, he's through. And he's no wasted, juicy it is. Cool finish by Adaje. Now that's really put the cat amongst the pigeons. Ohman got something on it, but he couldn't keep it out. And the Harlow Town winger gets his side back in it before half time. Carshalton Athletic 2, Harlow Town 1. And that is half time. There's the last remnants of a rather ironic, beautiful day by U2. Rings out around Colston Avenue. In the teeming rain, the game gets back up and off and underway. Carshalton 2-1 to the good in this FA Trophy second qualifying round. Here's Hitchcock trying to get it back for 4. He's gone down. The referee says no. No penalty. Kissi tries to put his foot through it, but the ball drops for Sogbanmu, who lofts it forward, looking for to come off with the head of Joseph. Bradford tees up Koroma, just wide. Didn't come down for him, Omar Koroma. Still, it's another effort. Off target for Carshalton. Onovwigun, nice ball into the feet of Ricky Korboa. Gets a shot off. Bexon, nice easy save. The home fans looking to cheer their team on in the pouring rain. FA Trophy action at Colston Avenue this afternoon. Bradford puts it in. Good header away, but Cheadle's going to look to keep this alive. Strikes it back on target. No real menace on the shot though. Goes forward looking for Sogbanmu. Harold gives him a little push in the back. Koroma's going to try and make something of this, and Rodgers only giving it to Korboa. Can he create something here for the Robins? He's done well to get past one, but not past the second. Dudley just knocks it back, and here's Ajaye, the goal scorer. Gets a lucky break off of Cheadle. Still going, Ajaye gives it to Foy, not offside. Now he looks to cut back inside. Cheadle's faced him up. Can he dig out a cross? He can. It's come off of Dudley. It could go anywhere. Luckily for him, Adeniyi's, only half cleared it really. Pappoe and Price managed to sort it out between themselves. Neat feet from Adeniyi. Leaves it for Price. It's better from Carshalton. Here's Onovwigun. Gives it out wide to Korboa, who's got a bit of space. Rodgers comes across to meet him now. Koroma's making the break on the overlap. He's tried to beat one. Takes a nick off of Ajaye. Here's Bradford! Just over the bar. Ball goes forward from Dudley, but Hastings will just pop it back in. Is that a handball off of Hitchcock? No, the referee says play on, and Sims gets the better of Adeniyi. Does well to keep it in. Here's Korengten, gets it back to him. Foy just can't keep it. The move going, and now Carshalton can break. Here's Bradford, faced up by two men in yellow, but the ball comes out wide to Koroma, who's got a bit of space now to attack and get at his man. Koroma one step over two, has a poke, comes off back off the keeper. Oh, I'll tell you what, I think that came off of Hastings, I didn't know. The referee says it was off Sogbanmu, so that'd be a goal kick. Close from Carshalton again though. Koroma done well to get it onto his favoured right foot and blast a shot in. It came off of Bexon, he didn't have it under any sort of control, and Sogbanmu couldn't guide the rebound in. I thought it came off Taylor Hastings myself, but referee doesn't agree. Rather late challenge, was it? Referee says, I thought he gave advantage. It obviously wasn't a foul. Jordan Cheadle's going to bring the ball forward for Carshalton. He's got Koroma making a break now. He's through here if he can make it. Good challenge by Rodgers. He's had a great 60 seconds or so to fall back. Sims just having a word with the referee. Carshalton have won several free kicks in dangerous possessions over the past 5 minutes. We've got to make one of them count, surely. Sogbanmu's in there. Pappoe and Dudley have made the trudge back up to get back into the box. See if Dudley can repeat his escapades of the first half, and it goes from Cheadle. And it's gone all the way through, it's in! There is the third goal for Carshalton! And it's that left wand of Jordan Cheadle. He was probably trying to fizz it in that little channel between the 6-yard box and the far post. Might not have meant it as a shot, but with delivery such as his, it's gone all the way through and bulged the back of the net. The Harlow Town players are just conferring with the referee about something. Someone's going to get booked, I think. Good covering by Pappoe. Carshalton clear their lines. Koroma's trying to make something of this. He's giving Rodgers something to think about. He's done well here, the striker. Can he keep the ball in? And he's going to need support. Sogbanmu and Bradford making a break into the box now. Gets it. Oh, he cuts onto his left. Now back onto his right. Here's Sogbanmu. Oh, just couldn't get it under control. Jordan Cheadle. High, wide, and not so handsome. Great play by Koroma though. He didn't give Rodgers a second to rest on his laurels on that bouncing ball. And he done well to pick out Sogbanmu, just spun up off the top of his boot. And then Cheadle coming in at the far sides, on his near side even, right over the bar. Just under 20 minutes to go, plus only additional stoppage time. Bradford, Sogbanmu, Adeniyi, Onovwigun even. Bradford does well to win the ball back. Korboa a little dink. Oh, just over the head of Bradford. That was mightily close. Koroma's going to keep the move alive here though. Cheadle, little floater. Comes off the head of Harold Joseph. Price, is it handball? No, the referee says play on. Koroma again. Goes all the way back to Pappoe. Here's Bobby Price, the skipper. Takes it forward. Sogbanmu, Adeniyi, Bradford, Sogbanmu, Bradford. Price is in here if he can put out a cross. Dinks it to the back post. Koroma's knocked it down. Sogbanmu couldn't get there. Good clearance by Joseph. And now Harlow Town will look to bring the ball away in the shape of Sims, who does well to get past Bradford. Tries to feed it into the run of, is that Foy? Yep, he's gone down on one side, a free kick. Free kick on the far side. In it goes. Flicked on. Straight into the arms of Ohman. Opportunity though, that was Tom Hitchcock who got his head onto it. Looks like there's some more movement on the visitors' bench as well. Might have another substitution to tell you about momentarily. Cheadle. Korboa. Korboa has a strike, it's just wide. Kicks the air in frustration. Ricky Korboa hasn't scored since August, but look at that, he's getting back, straight and back into position. That's what you want from your players. 7 or 8 minutes. Here's Bradford's. A bit wayward that, straight into the substitute Reece Hackney. He was the one who came on for Acquah. Adeniyi now feeds it for Bradford. Lovely ball. Bradford, what can he do here? Tees up Sogbanmu. Dragged it wide. Looks like he's taking a position up as a centre forward here. Rather unusual, but maybe Carshalton are thinking his pace over the top could be a good outlet for these last few minutes. Hitchcock, Foy dummies, here's Acquah. Does well to get it onto his right foot. Opens up for him a little bit, gets a shot off. Just drives it wide. At this late stage, they don't want to be doing anything silly. Here's Ohman. Goes long this time. There's no offside flag. It drops for Davidson-Phipps, who gets the ball nicely under control. Bradford's making a break into the box. Fizzes it low. Rodgers is there. Oh, well, I don't know how much he knew about that. It was kind of a Cruyff turn on the edge of his own 6-yard box. Bradford's got his head in his hands. So close to getting an opportunity to make it 97 goals for the Robins, but they'll have to settle for a corner kick instead. Referee takes a look at his watch, goes long from Bexon, and that's it. Carshalton march on in the FA Trophy. 3-1 winners today against Harlow Town, and they'll be in the hat for the third qualifying draw. Details of that will be on Carshalton's website once it's made. Carshalton Athletic 3, Harlow Town 1 in the FA Trophy today. 8 games unbeaten now for the Robins. I'm James Barrett-Sterling. We're in a very buoyant Robins clubhouse, as you can see here, and I've been joined by Hamish and Martin, who are at the game today. Hamish, I'll just come to you first. What was your take on the game out there today?
Well, I thought Carshalton would control for most of the game, but 2-0 up and comfortable, let a goal in, and you think, oh, it's going to be a repeat of Monday night, you know, sort of letting in that sort of equaliser in the last minute. But in the end, I thought deserved win, and we're doing all right, aren't they? Doing all right. So sometimes I worry about the tippy-tappy stuff, sort of from the back. It looks a bit fragile, but they're a very good side.
Goal scoring, Dudley. Carshalton 3-1 winners today in the FA Trophy. We march on into the third round. Danny, give us an indication of what it was like to play out there, because the rain was teeming down for pretty much the whole 90 minutes to begin with.
Yeah, no, it was all right. I mean, we're used to most conditions. We've trained, we've played, all of us at some point in rain, sleet, snow. So no, it wasn't too bad. If anything, it might have helped us move the ball a little bit better with the surface being a little bit slicker. But no, I thought we managed the conditions really well.
Well, we played Harlow Town a month ago, and it kick-started the unbeaten run that we're on with the 4-0 win. What was the sort of the pre-game plan going in today? Because obviously we didn't want to be too overconfident, but we must have been feeling good about our chances. Yeah,
listen, we're on a good run, and we're confident with every game we go into. We know that they were going to come here, and only the 4-0 defeat that we inflicted on them a couple of weeks ago was still probably fresh. So we knew they were going to come here. We knew they were probably going to have a go at us, and as I say, that would have been fresh in their mind still, because I think we really dominated them on their own patch. So, but we knew we had to make sure our standards were right. Don't slip off. No matter who you're playing against, you need to make sure you keep your standards. I thought we were, apart from a couple of little blips at the end of the first half and 5-10 minutes at the start of the second half, I thought we controlled the game.
Excellent. And Martin, did you have a favourite goal of the game today?
I only see one. But it was
the final score was 3-1. Just say
the best one. I see the first goal, but like Hamish said, we was in control, and basically Sutton drew 0-0 in the FA Cup, so we're all happy.
I think the first goal was a very good goal, because it sort of did actually sort of settle the game, I think. And the second one, when it went in, I think you think, yeah, that's all right. when they get the one back, you start to worry because that's what Carshalton do. But they did very well, I think, and they were safe. Actually, they're all right, and so we just move on to the next game, and hopefully they'll just carry on, especially against Corinthian Casuals, because I think we owe them one, don't we, from that cup game? Don't we?
That's right. I was going to mention the 2 previous cup competitions. We got knocked out, didn't we, early doors? But now we're through to the 3rd qualifying round of the FA Trophy, and we're through to the 2nd round of the Surrey Cup. So we've changed our fortunes around a bit in those competitions.
I think so. Looking a lot more settled actually, because they moved up to a different level, and I suppose it's a different, sort of when you move up, teams can be far more clinical, all that sort of stuff. But Carshalton have got used to it now, I think. So obviously the stats and the sort of the way we're playing at the minute shows that we're getting used to it, and we'll do very well, I think.
Robin's TV here in the clubhouse after the 3-1 victory against Harlow Town. We've been joined by Mark, who's the assistant manager of Harlow. Mark, thanks for joining us. What was said to the boys after that one? So it was a bit tough to take, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've been trying different things at training sessions, getting the ball round the back as we do, the way we play, our shape. We're working hard at that, and slowly but surely, we're trying to put that into the players' mind thoughts. Like today, we pressed in a lot of places. Obviously, they took their chances when they had them. Second half, we come out, we never dropped our heads. We raised our table, and we got the ball forward. We had a few chances, and we never put the ball away. And at this level, you have to take your chances. And good for Hughes, they took their chance, they took them well, you know what I mean? But obviously the surface is what we're used to playing on, and where we've got a young side, from, as you know, Harlow's been quite successful over the years. They won the league a couple of years ago and come up. Yep. Now we've got a young side with probably 3 of the existing players left in the squad. So we're building that, hopefully to the end of the season, and we can keep in the league where we are, and build for next season. Yeah. Same as like Carshalton. It all revolves around the quality of players that you can get, and at this level, it's very hard to find that type of quality player because they want to play higher. They try and seek more money to play football. But what we've got a very good backroom team, a very good academy section. So we're bringing youngsters through, and obviously our owner Tony Cunningham is happy with the way we're doing it. Yeah. And Pappoe, our manager, who's an experienced ex-footballer. So obviously we're doing it in the right way.
The clubhouse is still buzzing. 3-1 to Carshalton Athletic against Harlow Town. They march on in the FA Trophy. I've been joined by Steve, who's one of the staunch Robins regulars down here. Steve, how did you see that one going today? It was, a bit cat and mouse to start with. It was raining all day, but we did it.
Yeah, we started well, but Harlow had a few chances, so we went 1-0 up and thought Harlow was going to nick an equaliser at one stage, but then we got the second, thought, oh, that's all right, we'll relax a little bit, yep. And then Harlow did really well to get an equaliser, their first goal right on half-time. So at half-time it was a little bit not quite sure how it's going to go. Weather wasn't that great for... zipped about a little bit, but zipped about a bit too much sometimes. Yeah, not half, mate. But so at half time it was a little bit, we could win this 4-1, we could lose it 3-2, or we weren't quite sure really. Yeah.
Well, you say about making changes to the squad. You brought Tom Hitchcock in a couple of weeks ago and people like that. They're a bit more experienced, aren't they?
Yeah, you know yourself. You've got to have experience in the side, We've probably got 14, 15 younger players. And with Tom's experience, he's obviously got to change his way of playing because he's been a professional footballer. Right. And in non-league football, he's completely a different attitude, different desire, different approach to the game. So what they do in the professional game, and obviously the game is played in a different format, So bringing Tom in is a godsend for us because he's got bundles of experience.
Yeah, great. Tell us about the goal.
Yeah, a long time coming. The amount of set pieces I go up for, I should score more. No, we've actually worked on it in training over the last few weeks. You always know you're going to get the delivery from Cheadle. And apparently Pete said that one was set up for me, but just started in, come out, and then just a glance. When you're that close, normally they do go in.
Yeah, it was literally a little glance inside the far post, one of those classic headers from a defender, I'd say.
Yeah, I know. I need to get a few more of those though. I used to get 5 or 6 a season. Only one last year.
Season you scored in December, didn't you? So maybe it's like a winter time thing. You pop up.
Maybe, yeah. Hopefully not. Hopefully I can be a little bit more consistent on a goal scoring front. As I say, I got up for a lot of set pieces, corners, free kicks. So someone of my size, I should be probably getting a few more goals.
Yeah. Now that goal came in the 43rd minute. Obviously expecting the referee to blow up for half time any moment, and then they scored from out of nowhere. Really, did that kind of change the chat at half time?
Yeah, no, we switched off massively for their goal. Collection of different mistakes that definitely could have been avoided. It's the old cliche, you're most vulnerable when you've just scored. We didn't lock on. We should have really gone in 2 up, but that goal would have given them a lifeline. I think that's why they come out with their tires up at the start of the second half. Had a couple of little half chances, but as I say, after that, once we settled in the second half, I thought we controlled it.
Yeah. What was your favourite goal of the afternoon? Was it Danny Dudley's header, Jordan Cheadle's free kick, Omar's strike?
All 3 goals were okay, actually. It's nice to see Danny Dudley score a goal, to be fair. He's done really well since he's come back in the team. Solid at the back. So he's deserved a little bit of a reward by scoring a goal. Cheadle, every time he gets a free kick, you've got a chance. So he had one earlier. I spoke to him earlier and he put one in a bit high where the defender headed it.
What do you mean you spoke to him from the sidelines,
Well, no, at the end of the game, I said, he hit one, it was a bit high. Someone headed it. I would have ducked it, to be honest, because he hits it so hard. And then when he did score it was more of a low shot that went through everyone. But as soon as you get a free kick, you got a chance in scoring. And then Omar, he's come in the team and he looks well lively. So I think with him in the team, we've always got a chance of scoring.
How good were his 2 goals on Monday night, just to divert off slightly, but they were amazing, weren't they?
I don't know which one it was, but whether it was the first or the second one, but one of them where he sort of flicks it over the defenders, volleyed it. It's just a second one. It's unbelievable. It's just a fantastic goal.
And how are you feeling on yourself? Because you've been putting in some really big performances over the past 2 weeks, for my money anyway. How are you feeling, and do you feel like you're building up a good rapport with Daniel and obviously Kalvin coming in when he does?
Yeah, no, listen, whoever I play with, I just want to make sure I give my bit for the team and put in a solid performance. I'm really enjoying the run we're on at the moment. The games are coming thick and fast, so the squad's going to be utilised over the next few games, especially with us playing Saturday, Monday, over the next few weeks. So, nice. Listen, it's a squad game, it's a team game. There's a long way to go yet. As you said, we're only in November, so we got loads of games coming up.
Yeah, great stuff. Well, listen, personally, my man of the match today, Mr. Duds. No bottle of champagne, I'm afraid, but I think Cheeds has got you a beer at the bar, so off you go and get it, and well done.
Thanks, mate.
All
Cheers.
Right,
Thank you.